so the man used explosives to blow a hole in the wall for their retreat. But outside was now swarming with police. Clearly, someone had to stay behind to draw attention and buy the team time to escape. The man used his criminal status as cover and stayed behind. Reaching the rooftop, the man threw a grenade down below, then opened fire recklessly. Soon the police attention was drawn to him. At that moment, his teammates seized the opportunity to drive away. Seeing his teammates escape, the man was about to leave when police had already surrounded the rooftop. With no choice, the man glanced at his backpack and instantly thought of a plan. He leapt down into the living room, but his backpack fell on the stairs. The man wanted to get up and retrieve it, but police were already closing in. Helplessly, he could only throw his last remaining tool. But as soon as he went downstairs, he ran into the police. Fortunately, the man was agile and pushed the officers down the stairs. Then, grabbed his backpack and threw a flashbang grenade outside. After the explosion, chaos ensued as police began rescuing the wounded. Not noticing that the man had survived the blast, the man quietly drove away in an ambulance, undetected. Due to his severe injuries, he drove to the team's rendezvous point. With his teammates' help, everyone took a small boat back to base. But this mission made the man realize his wife's death wasn't as simple as it seemed, so he decided to fake his death and disappear for a while, waiting for the mastermind behind it all to reveal himself. Sure enough, not long after, the Secretary-General was happily watching the news of his successful conspiracy when he walked into the bathroom. But when he turned around, the man appeared right in front of him, pretending to have intelligence to report. The man tied him up in the car, then used threats against his wife and daughter to make the Secretary-General explain what had happened. It turned out that to build the country's image, they had no choice but to manufacture conflicts and start wars. Hearing this, the man was furious. He never imagined his country would go this far for its image. So he jerked the steering wheel and drove into the water, wanting to use the river to wash the blood from this man's hands. But the man had no intention of leaving. In his dazed state, he returned to memories of himself and his wife sitting together by a campfire, keeping each other company. But then knocking on the car window interrupted his reverie. It was his teammate coming to retrieve the recording device from inside the car. The two left together, and the recording device appeared before the leadership. Everyone thought there would be a thorough investigation of high-ranking government officials. Instead, the case was hastily closed with the Secretary-General's alleged suicide due to treason and guilt over betraying his country.